Wisdom is knowing how to accept the impermanence of life and remain calm at all times. Those who recognize their own limitations are truly wise. Those who believe they are wise are often the most foolish. Only those who truly know themselves are unaffected by the opinions and thoughts of others. A wise life is one where you do not envy those ahead of you, nor look down on those behind you. Anything that drains you physically or mentally must be firmly rejected, no matter what it is. Don't act hastily on what you hear. Reflect deeply, and act only when the logic is clear. A life lived to satisfy others may lead you to lose yourself. To find your true self, you must be willing to lose others. Life is inherently unpredictable and full of both joy and sorrow. So be cautious when things are going well. Do not compare your life with that of others. We don't compare the sun and the moon. Each shines in its own time. At times be free and joyful like the breeze, gentle like a deer, yet fierce and bold like a tiger. If you don't learn to govern your thoughts will rule over you. A single candle can light thousands more without losing its flame. Just as sharing joy never diminishes it. Emotions are like visitors. Let them come and go freely, without clinging. If something seems too small to be good, don't fear doing it. If something feels right, act without hesitation. Worrying about tomorrow doesn't solve anything. It only robs today of its peace. A flower without fragrance cannot bear fruit. Words without action are hollow and meaningless. The problem is that we always assume we have more time. Courtesy is like paper. Once crumpled, it can never be perfectly smooth again. Eventually, others will judge you. So don't live to meet their standards. Live in a way that aligns with your own values. Be kind to those who seem unreasonable. Often they are the ones who need kindness most. If you cling too much to your own perspective and dismiss others as immature, that becomes a serious limitation. Always carry hope, for we never know what tomorrow might bring. Those who are never satisfied are poor even in wealth, while those who know contentment are rich even in poverty. Life constantly presents you with two choices: to evolve or to repeat the past. Even if the path is hard, keep going. Light will eventually break through. Life only exists in the present moment. If you forget the present, you lose your life. Those who choose to live for their spirit and soul are like those who carry a lamp through darkness. Mistakes of the past are only meant to guide you to a far new path. They do not define who you are. If you think you know, you don't. If you know you don't, you do. If you want to be happy, first let go of the self, that is the ego. Then let go of wanting, that is desire. What remains is happiness. No grudge is ever resolved by revenge. The key lies in forgiveness. No matter the situation, choose to act with goodness. As you continue doing good, your heart will be filled with joy. one who does wrong may still feel happy until the fruits of their actions ripen. In the end, 3 things matter: how deeply you loved, how generously you lived, and how well you let go. Faith and wisdom help dissolve the currents of suffering, but anger opens a million obstacles. Don't react in anger to people or situations. Without a reaction, their power fades. Prove yourself to yourself, not to others. Those who believe they can do anything, often can. Without communication, there is no relationship. Without respect, there is no love. Without trust, there is no reason to continue. It is not pain that holds you, but your attachment to it. Greed invites suffering. Suffering is a choice. The time to focus most on hope is when life feels darkest. A solid rock is unmoved by the wind. So too is the wise person by praise or blame. Nothing can harm you more than your own thoughts. Even if they never apologize, forgive those who have wronged you. Holding on to anger only poisons yourself. Rust comes from the bird itself, yet it slowly consumes the bird. A heart that cannot dry will eventually be drowned by its own flood. We can control only 3 things: what we think, what we imagine, and how we act. Clinging to the past becomes a burden. No matter how hard it was, you can always begin again. You are the first victim of your anger, because you feel it first. Joy does not last forever, and neither does pain. Everything in this world is impermanent. When you're wrong, admit it. When you're right, stay silent. Keep moving forward without changing direction. You'll arrive eventually. When you speak, you repeat what you know. When you listen, you might learn something new. If something feels like a calling, give it your whole heart. No one else can save you. You must walk your own path. When there's no answer to your problem, perhaps it isn't a problem to solve, but a truth to accept. If you constantly measure your worth by comparing yourself to others, you'll miss the joy of your own life. Happy people nourish their inner world. Unhappy people complain about their outer world. To someone who cannot understand your words, silence may be the best response. Fake friends are like shadows. They follow you in the sun and leave you in the dark. When you're alone, watch your thoughts. When you're with others, watch your words. Pain is not a punishment, and joy is not a reward. A single tree can make 1,000 matches, but one match can burn 1,000 trees. Likewise, a single negative thought can destroy your peace. Learn from everyone, but follow no one blindly. Arguing with a fool is like slapping your own cheek to kill a mosquito. Most of life is lived inside our minds. Make sure it's a good place to be. Life is the greatest teacher. It will repeat the lesson until it's learned. Silence is sacred. When your mind is full of noise, there's no space for the soul. The only thing making you unhappy is your own thoughts. Respect is a mirror. The more you show it, the more it reflects back to you. If you want to know your future, observe what you're doing in this moment. Don't blame the people who let you down. Blame the expectations you placed on them. Like drops of water filling a jar, a wise person fills their life slowly with good deeds. Focus your mind on good actions. Repeat them often, and your soul will be filled with joy. A single moment can change a day. A day can change a life, and a life can change the world. Every morning is the start of a new life. Let go of yesterday and make today the best day of your life. If you don't govern your mind will govern you. It's not the target that moves. Only your eyes waver, your hand trembles, and your heart doubts. Let go of pain. It's not pain holding you. It's you holding it. No matter how hard the past was, you can always begin again. Don't let your past chain you. It wasn't punishment. It was a lesson. Stay steady. Do today's work with sincerity. Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other to die. Don't talk about your plans. Show your results. Don't act on what you hear. Reflect, and act only when truth is clear. Disasters often begin with words. Watch what you say. If you're too harsh, people avoid you. If you're too soft, they dismiss you. Let go of extremes. Walk the middle path. Be your own fortress. Rely on no one. All things are shaped by your actions. You can make yourself noble or small. Carry pride like a mountain, but keep your humility like a blade of grass. Endure hardship with patience and stay cautious, even in prosperity. The wise correct their own crooked thoughts. It's easy to see others' faults, but hard to see your own. Conquer yourself, and you'll win in life. Where are you going? Everything is already here. If you have compassion and freedom, every place becomes paradise. You are not a soul you possess. You are the eternal itself. Two things hinder life: never finishing and never starting. Success lost is often due to arrogance. We become what we think. No matter what, I do not waver. I don't believe in fate. I focus on doing good. Keep doing good. Eventually, your heart will overflow with joy. The past is gone, and the future isn't here. So, observe the present moment. One day, you will be exactly where you're meant to be, with those you're meant to be with, doing what you were meant to do. In the end, what matters is how much love you gave, how gracefully you lived, and how nobly you let go of what wasn't yours. Don't worry too much. Live in harmony with life. Don't expect. Don't judge. You don't need to understand why something happened. Let it go. Things are meant to part, to change, to fade. What was will pass. What wasn't may return. Don't fear moments that are destined to pass. When your heart is bright, even the sun rises for you. When your heart is dark, even the moon disappears. Be patient. Everything will come in its own time. Nothing is forever. Depend on no one. Be a light unto yourself. If you are your own master, truth will follow you wherever you go. It doesn't matter what others think of you. What you think of yourself is everything. Your mind is the Buddha. No one else can save us. No one ever has. We must walk the path ourselves. It is not change that hurts. It is our resistance to it. Everything begins with a thought, is led by thought, is shaped by thought. If your mind is tainted, pain will follow like a wheel follows the ox's hoof. Focus on your wounds, and you will suffer endlessly. But if you look for the lesson, you will grow. All that we are arises from our thoughts. If you knew how powerful your thoughts were, you would never think negatively again. Live without lying to yourself. Love without expectations. Listen with purity. Speak without the urge to attack. Your current life is shaped by yesterday's